shot up in the club. That nigga shot the club up, nigga. And then niggas trying to send him some Jordans and some weed and trying to play funny. Bow! He shot niggas. Yo, that nigga busts his guns. So I believe him.
I think you should just stay in your place, brother. You shouldn't even speak on that type of lifestyle because you're not living that type of life.
Breaking news just rocked the rap world, and y'all, this one is getting deadly. Word on the streets is that Pooh Shiesty, fresh off making quiet power moves behind the scenes, has just made it loud and clear that Blueface has crossed a line that can't be uncrossed. And now it's go time. Sources are saying Shiesty, who's been keeping it low ever since his legal situation cooled down, is allegedly sending goons out west, and guess who's on the hit list? Yup, Mr. Bust Down himself. This ain't just a lyrical shot, and it definitely ain't some clout chasing back and forth on Instagram. We're talking real tension, real street dudes, and real consequences. Now y'all remember when Blueface tried to get slick on that live stream a couple weeks back? He threw a few subliminals, hinted that certain Memphis rappers were soft behind security, and even mocked Shiesty's signature catchphrase. At first, people laughed it off, called it trolling, but what the fans didn't know, Pooh's circle was watching, and they don't play about disrespect. And just days later, a mysterious van was spotted outside one of Blueface's usual LA hangouts. A few blurred faces, a quiet warning, and then boom, one of Blue's associates ends up jumped, phone taken, and told to send a message back to the valley. Now the streets are buzzing, fans are in shock, and Blueface. He's posting IG stories like he's unbothered, but those close to him say he's moving different. So what really went down, who said what, and how far is this feud about to go? Grab your popcorn and lock in, because this is not rap beef. This is street politics, pride, and revenge on full display. Let's get into it. Let's rewind a bit, because to really understand why Pooh Shiesty allegedly pressed that silent green light on Blueface, you gotta know the buildup didn't start in 2024. This was tension years in the making, just waiting to erupt, and all it took was one reckless moment on live. Picture this: Blueface, shirtless as usual, posted up in a kitchen on IG Live, sipping Casamigos, surrounded by a few hanger-ons and a girl with baby blue hair. Comments are flying, people asking about his next fight, his baby mama drama, his OnlyFans shows, and then somebody in the chat drops, "What about Pooh Shiesty though? He out now eyes," and Blueface smirks. That signature LA smirk, he turns to the camera and goes, "Pooh, that boy still talkin' from a glass window. He better focus on beatin' his next case before he come at me." Then laughter in the background. Someone yells, "He ain't even outside." It was subtle, but if you know the streets, you know that wasn't just trolling, that was disrespect. Especially when Pooh had just been working silently behind the scenes, trying to reset his name after years behind bars. He hadn't even said Blueface's name, nothing, he was quiet, focused, but Blue made the first move, and that move, costly. Within 24 hours, clips started surfacing. A known Memphis affiliate, name redacted, but people online ID'd him through tattoos, went live from a dimly lit parking lot with Pooh's latest single playing in the background. He didn't say much, but the caption? Straight heat. "Y'all keep that goofy energy out west, Memphis slide in silence." Fans were immediately split. Some said Blueface was clearly trolling, doing what he always does, poking for attention, chasing the algorithm. But others, especially folks tied into Shiesty's world, they knew it was different this time. Pooh ain't one of these internet boys. His name carries real weight. The kind that doesn't clap back online, the kind that shows up at your event with no words and just eyes. And that's exactly what happened next. Last Thursday night, Blueface was hosting a pop-up party in North Hollywood, supposed to be low-key. Not a public event, but word still got out. Drinks, girls, music, typical LA scene. But around midnight, two black trucks reportedly pulled up outside the venue. Tinted, unfamiliar plates. Security said they saw 4 to 5 dudes get out, hoodies up, no logos, no chains. Clean, quiet, controlled. At first, no one noticed, but then someone in Blue's camp, we won't name him, but he's been seen in several music videos with Blueface, stepped out for a smoke. Witnesses say there were no words exchanged. Just a look, and then it happened. A scuffle, fast, violent, no weapons pulled, but fists were definitely thrown. Dude ended up on the pavement, shirt ripped, lip bleeding, and his phone gone. One of the men reportedly leaned down and said, "Tell your boss to keep my name out his mouth." That was it. No names, no threats, just a statement, a message. Word got back to Blueface in under an hour. People say he was heated, pacing, ranting, asking how the drop even got out. He immediately posted an Instagram story with a single caption, "We not duckin' SHT." But if you looked close, the vibe in the room, tense, like folks were on edge, double-checking exits, scanning who was around. And then Pooh's camp added another layer to the drama. A close affiliate who goes by Big Wop posted a now-deleted tweet that simply read, "Internet don't know half the SHT that be going down. Some beef don't come with a beat." That tweet alone got reposted over 15,000 times before it vanished. That's when the fan theories took over. Reddit started dissecting everything. Twitter sleuths were running facial recognition on the parking lot footage. TikTokers were doing full breakdowns like, "Pooh Shiesty just warned Blueface without saying his name." Let me explain. Back in Medium and in the middle of it all, both artists stayed silent. No interviews, no tweets, but that silence spoke volumes, especially when Blueface canceled an appearance in Vegas the following weekend. No explanation, just a flyer quietly removed from his page and promoters scrambling to confirm refunds. And then his mom, Carlissa, went live on Facebook. You already know she couldn't stay quiet. In her live, she was clearly flustered. She said, "My son ain't scared of nobody, but y'all gotta stop speaking on real ones like they just regular dudes. This not no rap battle, this real life." Fans were shook. If Carlissa is saying Blue needs to tread lightly, that's serious. But the story ain't done, because just when things seem to be cooling off, a voice memo leaked. This is where it really hits the next level. The audio was allegedly sent in a group chat between several LA promoters, and the voice sounded eerily like a known Memphis rep connected to Shiesty's old crew. The message said, "Y'all still bookin' dude like he safe out here. Let him perform, see what happen, we everywhere." Again, no names, but everyone knew. The promoter chat leak blew up overnight. TMZ didn't even touch it, but Say Cheese reposted the clip with the caption, "Memphis crew allegedly sending warnings to LA promoters after Blueface IG live diss. Streets watching." Suddenly, venues got quiet, bookings dried up. Blueface even posted to his story again with a blurry mirror pic, no caption, but that same bottle of Casamigos sitting next to a tucked Glock 43. Fans took it as a statement. Blueface was gearing up for whatever, but Pooh still hadn't said a word until the next day. He posted a black and white pic to Instagram, just him sitting in the studio, head down, notebook open. No chains, no crowd, just focus. The caption, "I ain't gotta respond when I already reacted." Boom. That one line got 1.2 million likes in 6 hours, and that's when fans knew Pooh Shiesty wasn't playing chess. He was playing checkmate, and Blueface, he just realized too late that he's been making jokes in a game that's got real stakes. The question now isn't if this explodes, it's when. And you better believe we're diving into the inside sources, the family fallouts, and the real reason this drama may go far beyond just rap. Stay tapped in, this story is just warming up. The streets were heating up, and the tension between Pooh Shiesty's crew and Blueface's camp was now fully out of the shadows. What started with a few sly comments on live had morphed into a dangerous game of silent warnings, digital smoke signals, and real-life consequences. And now, the industry was starting to feel the aftershocks. Back channels were buzzing, label reps whispering, promoters making backup plans, folks who once jumped at a Blueface feature were suddenly ghosting. Nobody wanted their name attached if this thing went south, and deep down, everybody knew it wasn't just talk anymore. One insider, a mid-level A&R who asked to remain anonymous, leaked this to a popular gossip blog. "You gotta understand, Pooh ain't even the loud one in his circle, he the calm, so when it look like he movin', just know the ones around him already 10 steps ahead." And then, out of nowhere, the security footage leak. A gas station clip surfaced out of Compton. Grainy, black and white, time-stamped 2 days after the North Hollywood incident. In the footage, a figure with Blueface's build, rocking the same blue hoodie he'd been seen in earlier that week, gets out of a black SUV. He goes into the store, but when he comes out, 3 men in hoodies are waiting across the lot. No weapons drawn, just eye contact. Tension, then one of them throws up a hand signal, fast and sharp. Blueface doesn't respond. He looks, pauses, and hops back in the car. Within minutes, that footage was everywhere. The caption on TikTok, "Blueface spotted getting pressed again. Eyes, was this a warning or a setup?" The streets had an answer. One known Crip affiliate from LA went live later that night, shaking his head the entire time, saying, "Man, y'all gons make this boy crash out. That ain't even his war to fight. He joked on a dude that ain't a joke. And now the real one's playing chess with him like he a pawn." But while the internet dissected every frame, there was someone else fanning the flames behind the scenes, none other than Chrysian Rock. Yes, Chrysian. While Blueface tried to play it cool, his on-again, off-again, never-too-far-away partner had other plans. She jumped into a live stream and in typical Rock fashion, let her mouth go wild. Sitting in a car, nails tapping her phone, she said, "Y'all scary, Pooh ain't even on y'all radar till Blue said something. Now y'all wanna act like we supposed to be shook, ain't nobody scared of Memphis." Then she laughed, adding, "Tell him pull up for real, this LA not no barbecue block." The live was barely 7 minutes long, but that was enough. Because 2 hours later, Pooh's cousin, known in the South as Lil Draco, who's low-key but very connected, posted to his story. "Tell Shorty she talkin' for a man that's already been hunted." Fans went crazy. Was that a threat, a warning, a flex? Nobody knew, but the mood shifted instantly. And now Blueface was stuck. If he clapped back, he risked escalating. If he stayed silent, the streets would say he folded. But it was clear. Chrysian's mouth just turned a cold war into a hot one, and that's when the DMs leaked. Screenshots hit Twitter and Reddit from an unknown account claiming to be a former associate of Blue's. The thread was titled, "Exposing How Blueface Tried to Call for Help After the Memphis Situation." One screenshot showed a convo between Blueface and a blurred-out contact. "Bro, can we talk off app? It's getting real. I need some eyes in the valley." Another message allegedly from Blue read, "I wasn't even talkin' reckless, that's how I joke. They talkin' it's serious and now my fam movin' weird." The internet lost its mind. People were reposting the messages with captions like, "Not Blueface beggin' for backup now loudly crying face. This ain't a game no more. Bro sound shook FR." When keeping it playful goes wrong, but others were more sympathetic. Some fans, especially older heads, started calling for calm. One user tweeted, "This all could have been avoided if he just said, 'My bad.' Y'all really ready to risk lives over an IG joke?" Still, the drama kept stacking. That weekend, Blueface's mom went live again, and this time, she was crying, actual tears. "Y'all wanna know the truth? My son don't wanna live like this no more. He got kids, he got music, he ain't built for beef. He tried to squash it, they ain't want it." She then hinted at something even darker. "Somebody close to him, real close, started playing both sides. That's why this mess won't stop. Blue don't even know who to trust." Boom. That changed everything. Because the next day, Whack 100, Blueface's longtime manager, unfollowed him on Instagram. No statement, no press release, just gone, and Whack is never silent without a reason. Fans speculated immediately. Was Whack pulling away to save himself? Did he try to squash things and fail? Or was he fed up with the way Blue was handling it? Regardless, the message was clear, even your own camp stepping back now. And Pooh, still silent, still not even a bar, not even a subliminal, just occasional pics from the studio, locked in, quiet, focused. Until another anonymous account posted what looked like a screenshot of a Notes app message allegedly typed by someone in Pooh's circle. The note read, "We not chasing headlines, we handle things in silence. That's what separate the entertainers from the ones who've been outside." That line right there, it hit different. Now let's be clear, nobody wants this to go further. Nobody's cheering for violence. But when pride, egos, and street ties mix with fame, money, and internet clout, you get the kind of drama that can't be scripted. And now, there's no walking this. People thought this was just about a live stream joke. But if you really start peeling back the layers, the timing, the sudden switch in energy, the eerie silences from powerful voices, there's one detail that never made it to the public eye. Until now, before all this went viral, before Pooh Shiesty even got locked up in the first place, there was a moment, quiet, unnoticed, where Pooh and Blueface were actually supposed to work together. Yup, you heard that right. 2020, pre-pandemic, pre-cases, pre-chaos. Blueface was in Atlanta for a quick club appearance. Pooh, fresh off the rise of Back in Blood, was buzzing like crazy in the underground, but hadn't crossed all the way into the mainstream yet. Word is their teams had one mutual plug, an independent producer who went by Rico Tapes. He was trying to line up a surprise collaboration, Blueface on a Memphis-style beat, Pooh sliding on a West Coast hook. The session was booked, but Blueface never showed. That might not sound major at first. Rappers flake on sessions all the time, but insiders say it was how Blueface no-showed that left a mark. He didn't cancel, he didn't text, nothing. Instead, he went live that same night, posted up with 4 girls, pouring Casamigos in cereal bowls and laughing while rapping over one of Pooh's beats, unreleased at the time. A clip of that freestyle resurfaced recently. In it, Blueface raps, "Memphis sound cool, but I move like a shark / they bark real loud, but ain't got no heart." At the time, no one caught the shade. Now, fans are watching that clip like it's the Zapruder film. And get this, Pooh's manager was in the studio that night. According to a source close to him, Pooh didn't even say anything when Blueface didn't show. Just looked at the engineer and said, "He not serious, that's cool." He gone, see one day, fast forward to now, everything adds up. The disrespect, the silence, the chess moves, because this wasn't sudden, this wasn't random. This was a slow simmer and Blueface just popped the lid off, and it didn't stop there. Another name has entered the mix, a mutual former associate of both Blue and Pooh known as Lil Mando, a street rapper from South Central who used to roll heavy with Blueface before things went sour in 2021. Nobody thought Mando was still in the picture until last week when he posted a blurry IG story from what looked like Memphis, captioned, "Some bridges gotta burn so you stop walking back to fake love." Then the next day, he posted a selfie with Pooh's cousin, Lil Draco, in a hookah lounge. And that's when fans really started putting it together. Was Mando the inside voice who fed Pooh's camp info on Blueface's movements? Did he help set up the chance encounter at the North Hollywood event? No proof. But that's the theory floating heavy on Reddit and Twitter. One user posted, "Mando been quiet for months. Now he in Memphis with Pooh's folks while Blueface getting run up on in LA." Don't take a genius to connect the dots. And while we're on the subject of betrayal, we gotta talk about the real elephant in the room. Wack 100. His sudden silence, his quiet unfollowing, the lack of any public protection for Blueface when this went left. It didn't go unnoticed. In fact, people in Blue's camp are saying there was a full-blown fallout behind the scenes. Apparently, after the gas station run-in, Wack tried to bring both sides together through a third party, a mutual music exec with connections in both cities. But Blueface refused. He reportedly told Wack, "I ain't squashing nothing with dudes who sneak to sin. I ain't going out like a clown." To which Wack allegedly replied, "You already did, you made it public. Now you gotta deal with it." Boom, and that was the final straw, because since that call, Wack hasn't posted a single thing about Blueface. Not his music, not his business, not his family mess, nothing. Meanwhile, Pooh's team been moving like ghosts, posting cryptic captions, showing luxury cars with out-of-state plates, tagging no one but letting the context speak loud. And Blueface, he tried to switch the narrative with music. He dropped a freestyle the other night on IG, just him and a mic in a hotel room. No beat, just bars. Talk slick, now they movin' funny in my city / tried to laugh it off, but now the room feeling gritty / everybody quiet when it's time to ride with me / guess it's solo missions, can't trust who sit beside me. Fans applauded the honesty, but questioned the energy. Some said it was Blueface finally waking up. Others said it was too little, too late. One comment under the post summed it up, "You rapping like this is just music, bro. This ain't a mixtape rollout. This is real." And just when it felt like the dust was settling, a new video leaked. Late night ring cam footage from what appears to be a studio in Burbank. A group of men arguing in the parking lot. One of them looks like Blueface. He's yelling at someone off camera. The audio's muffled, but you can catch one line clear. "I don't care who he is, if they come near me again, it's go time." Then a hand reaches into a car door. You don't see what he grabs. Cut to black. Fans are calling it Blueface's breaking point. But here's the real twist. 10 minutes before that clip was uploaded, Pooh Shiesty posted a photo of himself in the studio with his middle finger up in the caption, "Real ones ain't gotta say when it's up." The post was deleted within 20 minutes, but the internet doesn't forget. So now the clock's ticking, tension's rising, and all it takes is one misstep, one tweet, one sighting in the wrong city, and this thing explodes past viral into something tragic. Because this ain't about music no more, this is about pride, power, and people with something to prove. So now here we are, one city watching their golden boy unravel. Another city holding the line, standing behind a name they say never should have been mentioned. Two rap heavyweights, different styles, different codes, now caught in something that's gone way beyond music. And just when you think it couldn't go further, it does. Because this week, another name entered the picture. And not just any name, Yo Gotti. Yes, the Gotti, a respected OG in Memphis, a man who's seen everything, survived every era, and rarely, if ever, speaks on street drama. But this time, he did. He took to his IG stories and posted a clip of Pooh Shiesty's Neighbors, a track most fans know is laced with subliminal threats. But what caught people off guard wasn't the song, it was the caption. It said, "The city don't do play beef, we move with purpose. Free game. No mention of Blueface, no direct diss, but everyone knew. Gotti's post got picked up immediately. Within an hour, DJ Arcade Mix reposted it with the caption, "Eyes is the OG stepping in quietly on the Pooh versus Blueface tension." The comments, absolute chaos. Some fans took it as a warning shot. Others said Gotti was simply reminding folks that Memphis is unified no matter the generational gap. But Blueface, he didn't take it lightly. He went live again, this time in a studio in LA, visibly annoyed. There was no trolling, no girls, no goofy antics, just him and two other dudes in the background. At one point he said, "I don't care how many big homies they bring in, I said what I said, that boy ain't active. He got a name, cools, but don't act like I'm scared of a zip code." Then he leaned into the camera and added, "And for whoever keep leaking my moves, bet, I know where y'all live too." Boom, that was the moment everything snapped, because it confirmed what folks had already been speculating. Somebody real close to Blueface, maybe a former friend, maybe someone he still calls bro, had been feeding information to the other side. Whether it was locations, booking intel, or even footage, someone was definitely playing both sides. And right after Blue's live ended, the leaks didn't stop, they escalated. A new clip dropped on Twitter and quickly spread across every blog. A blurry security video, allegedly taken from a studio parking garage in downtown LA. No faces, no sound, just a group of men walking past a blacked-out SUV. One of them stops, takes a photo of the license plate, and keeps walking. Then 10 minutes later, Blueface's SUV was hit with paintballs. Not bullets, not bricks, paintballs, intentional, disrespectful, personal. It wasn't about hurting anyone. It was about sending a message. We see you, we could have done more, but we didn't yet. And Blueface, he saw it loud and clear. Because less than 24 hours later, he dropped a new track to SoundCloud only.